Hey guys, welcome back to Always Better Together. I'm Chelsea.
I'm April.
And this is Gringo, the supervisor. The supervisor.
The visor of the supers.
Okay, no, stop. I know it's been a long time since we've done a video, but life's been...
Work's been really crazy for me.
Life's been
Lifing.
hectic. Yeah, the life is
has
lifing.
been lifing.
The life is lifing.
Yep.
But here we are.
In all of our glory.
So what are we going to talk about today?
Love languages.
Oh.
Ooh. Like that on you. Look better on the floor.
Stop. We're keeping it PG.
Since when?
This is a family channel.
Get it? I didn't know what you did there.
All right, so today we're going to be talking about love languages.
I already said that.
What are love languages? And what are your love languages?
How many are there?
There are 5.
I didn't know there were 5.
There are 5 love languages. So, the 5 love languages. And they're-
Please enlighten me.
Words of affirmation, quality time, physical touch, acts of service. What is the other one? Receiving gifts. And I really feel, and I have, believe it or not, helped quite a few couples in this area.
We're a couple in this area.
Figuring out what your love language is. And once you recognize that,
It opens up a whole door that you didn't realize you had in your relationship. It really did. It I think it definitely did for us.
absolutely.
Once you told me to do my own research years ago now, you told me, figure it out. What are they?
Do your own damn research.
Yep.
Um,
So I did. I learned a lot about it though.
so what we're gonna do is she's gonna say what her love language that she receives and what her love language that she gives, and then I will, and we're gonna talk about how that affects our marriage and our relationship and all of that. So
I think this is a good place to start with before.
BC, before Chelsea.
Oh, for the love. I cannot believe you went there.
Before Chelsea.
Anyway, I thought you I showed, and I did in the beginning with you, by thinking that I needed to buy things to show you my affection by showering you with gifts and flowers and all this crap, and realized very quickly that that was not
That was not my love language.
not the way to get you to fall more in love with me. That was not it. And
Okay,
and
but-
we go ahead.
But can we talk about? I don't want to talk about. I want you to talk about presently and
Yeah. Okay.
now your love language.
It's also a process of evolution that you have to do too with yourself and as a couple.
I understand that. We're not talking about, that's a whole nother subject for a whole nother day.
Yes,
Right now.
I said yes, ma'am.
What is your love language that you give? What is a love language that resonates for you to
I
receive? And go.
I try to give with quality of time. I have struggled at that because I cannot let work go sometimes. But I try really hard to give you time. And it's not just quantity of time, it's quality time. That's what you want, is like a engaging conversation, to a time to actually just be us, goof around if we want to, have a serious conversation. Like, that's what I feel like you need and that you want. As for me, a love language, I am the physical touch.
Yeah.
What'd you say? What are you running your mouth about?
I already know what your love language is.
I know you do.
Yeah.
You just told me to tell them. Right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I like the hand holding. And by physical touch, I'm not talking in this sexual manner. I'm talking
Yeah.
a hug, a kiss on the cheek as you walk by each other in the hallway, you brush up against you. Like, simple little things like that. Like, that's what I need.
When we're driving, I put my hand on your leg,
And I ask if you want to pull over.
or I rub the back of your head.
Yes. Little things like that.
Yeah.
That's-
You're a very physical touch.
Yes, I am.
Receiver of love language.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
What are yours? Golly gee, I wonder. Can I guess?
Go ahead.
We're gonna say how you give love together at the same time.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Acts of service.
It's true.
I feel like that was a total Step Brothers moment. Like, you know, the part in the movie, like,
what you're talking about?
yeah,
Definitely.
that is
you
that's
go.
my giving love language, is acts of service.
Yes. Very much so.
Whether it be preparing your lunch for the next day, or like literally anything. Acts of service is what I speak for love language. Now, what I hear for love language might be a little bit different.
How so?
What do you think my love language that I hear is? Like, so your love language that you hear is acts of physical touch.
Mm-hmm.
So what would you say that my love language I hear is? Not that I speak.
You're like that nurturer. That's the one thing that I see you as you're that nurturer, so I still see it as acts of service. Like, you like to do for others, and you get that warm fuzzy feeling when you do for others. You're very satisfied, you're very fulfilled.
I am
Emotionally when you do an act of service. So, I mean, I kind of...
Right, so then what do I like to receive?
I already said that, quality of time.
Quality time. Okay, yeah. Alright, maybe you just didn't word it in a way that I was hearing.
I'll put the right emphasis on the right syllable next time. That's what it is. Quality of time. You don't need to have 10 hours a day.
Lord, no.
And God knows you
please,
don't want
no.
10 hours a day of me.
No.
But
Honey, I love
it's
you.
the quality that you... I have been a firm believer it's quality over quantity. You don't need to have... I think it's unhealthy to be up each other's rear end in a relationship. You have to have some kind of separation of home life and work life, and then something to like both kind of vent about at the end of your quote unquote work day. But regardless if you work at home or if you go work outside of the home, you still need to be able to talk about your day and what you've done and what you've accomplished, or what you didn't get done and what you know needs to get done. Like, you need to be able to have that separation. you know?
Yeah.
And that's a big thing, I think, for both of us, is that you can talk to me about your day and tell me that you did this and did that, and
She don't care.
just like she don't care about when I talk about work. But we get it out of our system, and then we go on with the rest of our day. Yeah.
Do you really care that, like, I cleaned the cupboards today? And
Well, you don't let me in the kitchen.
don't come in my kitchen.
No,
you know?
she doesn't even, no. I got a spanking last time.
You liked it.
You liked giving it. That's not the point. The point is, I know not to go in your kitchen when you're in there.
But yeah, she still does. It's like that meme. I just seen it the other day. It's like, oh, this is the cupboard that my wife needs to go into. Let me stand in front of it right now.
No.
But so seriously, understanding your own love language and your partner, your spouse, their love language is, I think, very important to a successful.
It made a huge difference in our relationship once I realized that I didn't need to buy things for you, that I didn't need to show my love in the manner which that's what I thought that you wanted. When I realized that you wanted just to sit and have a conversation, and it's a good conversation instead of this mundane, how was your day? Oh, what'd you do? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's not a conversation to me. That's just like idle chit chat that you're having with your spouse. But to sit and have a actual meaningful, and it doesn't need to be a serious conversation, but just a conversation. It's quality of time.
So she used to think that gifts, that, and I mean, I guess like maybe every relationship, maybe you can have your own love language.
I think you can to an extent.
Um,
But deep down inside, you know what makes you happy.
I know, but your giving love language was gifts.
Yeah.
Because I think that your last partner, that was they liked you buying them things all the time.
Oh, I'm sure.
I'm not a materialistic person.
No.
And it was kind of like a little weird. And I'm like, why are you buying, like, I don't need $800 handbags. Like,
Now I just buy you a fern and you're happy as can be.
I know.
And I don't even do that much anymore.
Chickens, baby chicks.
Yeah,
Baby chicks are my love language, okay? Garden supplies.
Well, I think it's in any relationship though, you kind of evolve with each other too, or you should, because
Absolutely should.
like it's just a part of growing together, but also growing yourself as an individual. Like I'm not just gonna continue to stay at the level that I was 9 years ago,
No,
because
I want you to elevate yourself, not only as a person, but
as a spouse,
as my spouse.
Yeah, absolutely.
I want you to elevate, and I want to help you elevate and uplift you and support you in any way that I can. And
well, go get me a cookie then. Acts of service. You can serve me a cookie.
I'm gonna serve you some.
Ooh, I
Side
think
eye.
that's what we're supposed to be talking about on this channel.
I'm gonna serve you some side eye.
I love you. Yeah, I think it's important that you figure out. More importantly that you figure out, and this isn't meant to sound selfish, but you figure out what you need as love, and you have to figure out what your spouse needs as a love language, because if you can't figure those two things out, it's just going to be this, I don't want to say conflict, but it's going to be this kind of almost like not understanding of each other.
like magnetic poles. You're gonna try to get together, but you can't because nope. That's nerdy.
A little bit, but it's okay. It makes everything, people get it.
If you take
People
magnets and you put them opposite, I'm sorry, I like science.
Yeah,
No, what you need is this.
and I feel like that's the point we're at now.
Oh yeah.
You know, is that and that's just like it's any relationship though. You have to put in some effort. You have to put in some work, and you can't see it as a chore. You have to see it as, this is what I want. I need to put forth a conscious effort that I actually care and that I actually am present and there. Because if not, like what are we doing this for? What have I just spent the last 9 years of our life doing? You know? I mean, and that's the reality of it. Like, by no means are we perfect. By no means do we have a perfect relationship.
Wait, we don't?
No, nobody does. And who's to say what's perfect and what's normal anyways? But
I don't like the word normal.
I think we have a great relationship. I feel more confident in us than I have in anything in my entire life. Because every day I get to know a little bit more.
I want you to feel more confident in yourself every day. That's what I strive for.
Well, I do.
Not that she's not a confident. Listen,
I'm very confident.
she is that's one of the things that attracted me to her is her confidence. But I try to bolster that and uplift that every day, you know, whether it's a little.
I need some confidence boosting right now. I just think it's important that people really try to understand what the other person needs, because it's not about just you. You're in a relationship, you're in a marriage, you're going to go through ups, you're going to go through downs, and sometimes those downs are going to feel like you are at the bottom of the pit and you don't know how you're going to get through this, but then you just got to realize it's worth it at the end. And I want to be with you the rest of my life, and I want to grow old together and get more gray hair together, and
I don't know how it can get any more gray, but okay.
But you know what I'm saying though? Like, I want to experience all these things that this life that we have built together. Like, I want to see what the rest of it has to offer. Whether it's here, whether it's there, whether it's anywhere. I want to just be with you. That's what's important to me, is being with you. And it's happiness. And I realize that now more than ever.
Yeah, once you figure out like what your what the love language you receive, the love language you give, and then once you can figure out that for your partner, whoever it is, your relationship will definitely turn a corner. I cannot tell you. Well, I can tell you.
It was about 7.5 years ago.
No, I'm thinking of the relationships I have helped counsel with the love language theory. I'm gonna say it's 6, maybe 7. And these were people on the verge of, I'm done, want nothing to do with these people. And it's saved our own marriage.
Absolutely.
That's how I started telling people about it. It's definitely important. I know it might sound silly and trivial, but it's definitely important. is definitely.
I think, and maybe this is where we flourish in our own little world, is I think it's more important than having some of the other conversations that you have as a couple. I think it's more, like, obviously you want to be on the same page about goals and about finances and stuff like that, but none of that matters if you're not together because you don't understand each other and what the other person needs. None of it matters. What does it matter if you have $1 million in savings or if you have crippling debt? Like, what does any of that matter if I can't comprehend she just wants quality of time and she just wants to serve me tacos?
Oh, I love a taco.
But I mean, that's true though. Like, if you're not having meaningful conversations with your spouse about this kind of stuff, like, none of the other stuff matters because you're not going to make it. Like, and I'm not trying to sound like gloom and doom when it comes to it, but it's the honest God truth that having the conversation literally opened up my eyes to a whole different level of emotional intimacy with you.
Ooh, emotional.
And you like that? I was like a rabbit I just pulled out of nowhere. I was like, oh,
emotional.
look at this little bunny.
Intimacy.
Look at it hopping around. It's good, wasn't it? Because people get intimacy confused with it has to be this physical thing. I was like that. I very much so was. And I realize now that emotionally intimate with my spouse is actually more meaningful and more powerful than the physical intimacy. Which, I mean, I like that, but that's not the point. Emotional is more important. It really is, because it shows a glue and a bond that you have with your spouse.
Absolutely.
Yeah. That was good. Man, I'm going to flick my hair on that.
Let's give her a round of applause.
Oh.
Round of applause.
Good night, Chelsea.
So, if you have never heard of the 5 love languages, I would certainly Google it. There is a book you can purchase. I never purchased the book. We just kind of, read it online, and that is how I have helped several couples, ourselves included, build a stronger, more powerful,
More meaningful relationship too, honestly.
So we have a whole list. We will be
You were just drawing.
trying to do more regular videos on this channel. Life's been crazy, you guys. And I appreciate your guys' grace and understanding. But in the meantime, do your damn homework, do your own damn research. Look up the 5 love languages.
I'm sorry. Just, you don't need to cuss at people. It's not polite. Maybe it's not their listening language.
I wish you had your listening language on right now. Little less, little more.
If God were intend you to speak as much as you were supposed to listen.
Listen.
He would have given you 2 mouths instead of 2 ears. That's the truth.
Anyways, darlings, thanks so much for, I know it's been a while. We're going to try to do, we're going to commit. Can you commit?
The ring burns my finger.
The ring of fire.
Yes. After this week is over, I'm good.
Yeah, she has a busy, stressful week, but we'll commit. We're committed.
I'm committed to you.
To this fucking psych ward.
She is. I'm gonna put her there. Put her on a 72-hour cycle.
You ain't Baker acting. All right, listen, we're going off the rails.
We were never on the rails.
Well,
Let's be real.
All right, fine. It is fine. thanks so much for if you're still watching.
Of course they are. It's a mess.
Thanks for being here, and we have a lot of good topics that we are going to. Wouldn't you say like these are all very good topics, right?
Let's give 3 different choices of what they want the next one to be about.
All right. Well, April's gonna ask. You're gonna put it in the comments.
Yeah. Stages of the relationship. That's one. Trust, vulnerability, the ability to move on from whatever in your marriage or relationship, and what makes love last.
So drop it down in the comments. Let us know what you want to.
I can't believe you let me pick them. Oh my god.
Are you saying I'm a control freak?
No.
I am a control freak.
Yes.
It's my ADHD. I can't help it.
Squirrel.
It's fine. Yeah, so drop it down in the comments what you want. Listen, we are going off the fucking rails here. I gotta go. Good night, April.
Oh. Yeah, well, no, I got about an hour and a half in me still.
Good night, April. And thanks for watching. And remember, you're always better
Together.
when you're together.
Oh. Hugs and kisses.
Bye, friends.
Bye.